Germany stands at a defining moment. The snap elections on February 23rd will shape its political and economic future. And with the collapse of Chancellor Olaf Scholz's coalition, four contenders are vying for power. For the first time ever, the far-right AfD is ahead in the polls as it promises a different vision for Germany, including economic revival and stricter immigration policies. The race is fierce and the stakes are high. Who will emerge as the next leader of Europe's biggest economy? Our next report goes inside.
Germany is at a crossroads. A sudden snap election on February 23rd will decide its next chancellor, shaping the nation's future. With economic concerns, immigration debates, and geopolitical challenges looming. Four candidates stand ready to lead, and each brings a unique vision, hoping to steer Germany through uncertain times. Friedrich Merz of the center-right Christian Democratic Union leads the polls.
I will then claim to be elected Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany in the German Bundestag.
A seasoned politician and pro-business advocate, he promises economic revival. His Agenda 2030 plan includes tax cuts, military expansion, and tougher immigration laws. And just like any other candidate, Merz envisions a stronger Germany, both economically and globally. He insists on stricter asylum rules and permanent border controls. Though his stance on using AfD votes has drawn criticism, he remains the front-runner. And his slogan, "A Germany we can be proud of again," encapsulates his vision.
The question, however, is how much we will be able to achieve beyond the AfD in Germany in the future. The answer to this question depends on one very simple word. The word is the margin. How much margin will we have to all other parties?
Chancellor Olaf Scholz seeks another term despite a turbulent tenure. His center-left Social Democratic Party struggles in the polls, but he remains steadfast.
We have to make sure that Europe overcomes the challenges of the future in a strong and sovereign manner and with its back straight. I am certain that we will be able to develop a clear position on this. And the second issue is how we can further develop transatlantic relations and also advance our own expenditure on security and cooperation for security in Europe.
Scholz prioritizes investment in infrastructure, higher wages, and social welfare. He supports Ukraine and is committed towards NATO, pledging continued military aid. However, internal coalition struggles, economic woes, and rising immigrant-related crimes have weakened his standing. Some believe Defense Minister Boris Pistorius would have been a stronger candidate. Yet Scholz persists, banking on experience and stability to sway voters.
If you want to make sure that Germany invests in growth, that we expand justice in this country, that we have a stable pension, that we ensure that wages rise, the minimum wage, normal wages, that there is relief for the 95% who earn the most, you can't do that by deciding tax cuts for top earners, but by putting your cross for the Social Democratic Party of Germany.
Sondern indem man sein Kreuz bei der Sozialdemokratischen Partei Deutschlands macht.
Alice Weidel of the far-right Alternative for Germany is a controversial figure. Her party polls second overall, but leads in the country's east, fueled by frustration over immigration and economic struggles. Weidel calls for mass deportations, an end to Russian sanctions, and dismantling the EU bureaucracy. She appeals to young voters through social media, gaining momentum. She's also gotten a boost with outright support from billionaire Elon Musk, who was instrumental in Donald Trump's re-election. Following the America First tone, Weidel's slogan, Alles für Deutschland, echoes nationalist sentiment, but despite surging support, she faces strong opposition. And it's clear that no mainstream party is willing to govern with the AfD, limiting her chances of real power.
My message to head of the Conservative Party Friedrich Merz is, Dear CDU, tear down the undemocratic firewall. You must realize the will of the voters. The AfD is ready. The voters want a blue-black coalition in the Federal Republic of Germany for a real political change. Because we have to save Germany, because our fatherland has gone into a blatant imbalance. No problem drives people as much as having to watch our cities become increasingly unsafe.
Vice-Chancellor Robert Habeck of the left-leaning Greens is a staunch environmental advocate. He champions clean energy, pushing for renewable investments. Habeck also supports increased defense spending in Ukraine's NATO integration. However, past policy setbacks, including watered-down heating reform, dented his popularity, slipping the Greens to the fourth place. Though he remains firm on climate action, rejecting nuclear energy and promoting affordable renewables, but despite tensions with Merz, the Greens may still enter a coalition, and Habeck's mission is clear: a greener, more sustainable Germany.
Germany is in a difficult situation. We are coming out of the traffic light coalition government. The weather is bad, people are flocking in crowds to Green Party. And not only flocking in crowds, but I also experience this as genuine curiosity about democracy and what it has to offer. And I'm hoping that something will emerge that will help us to escape from the gloom that we have all suffered here in Germany, regardless of the election results. But maybe we, the Greens and I, can make a contribution to getting the country back on its feet. And I think that's what the people here are coming to see us for.
With polls around the corner, coalition talks will be crucial. The CDU is expected to win the most seats, but forming a government would not be easy. Merz faces challenges in securing partners, while Scholz fights to stay in power. Weidel shakes the establishment, and Habeck pushes for sustainability to carve his niche. Germany's next chapter unfolds soon. The stakes: nothing less than the future of Europe's largest economy.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the city. Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. City measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Thagbir. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion, 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.